Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the news briefing for this Wednesday. Thanks for your patience. We're getting started a couple minutes late today. Again, thanks for your patience. So it is not too early to think about voting. There has been a lot happening on the political landscape in the last couple of weeks that makes it all very exciting and hopefully will bring more people out to the polls. Our Registrar of Voters, Gina Martinez, is here to talk about what to expect with election information. She's also going to talk about observation and poll worker opportunities. We're also very pleased to have Greta Arevalo, who is going to join us and provide information in Spanish. Ladies, welcome to the briefing.
Thank you, Mia. Hello, everybody. I'm Gina Martinez, Registrar of Voters, and the November 5th election is right around the corner. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Alrighty, and hopefully we're able to advance these slides. So again, November 5th is right around the corner. Voting begins well in advance of November 5th. The Elections Office is working on the production of over 135 different types of ballots and voter information guides for our voters. We are actively recruiting poll workers, and we are preparing our materials and systems for voters, observers, and campaigns. So we have a lot going on, and we want our voters to be ready. Important dates for our voters. Voter information guide mailings will begin no later than early October. We are shooting for late September. Our state voter information guides may come out significantly sooner than this date. All active voters will receive a ballot in the mail. Ballot mailing will begin no later than October 7th. Early and in-person voting will be available to all voters between October 7th through November 5th. We do have a regular registration deadline of October 21st, and if you miss that deadline, we will be able to assist you with conditional voter registration beginning October 22nd. And of course, the last day to vote is November 5th, 2024, Election Day. There are currently just over 212,000 registered voters in Monterey County, with the majority being registered either Democrat, Republican, or without a qualified political party in the categories of no party preference and miscellaneous. The rules for the general election are far easier to understand than the presidential primary. For the office of president and vice president, each voter, regardless of political party preference, will see each candidate regardless of the candidate's political party preference. So there's no separate ballot based on party this time. For top 2 voter nominated offices, state assembly, state senate, U.S. Congress, U.S. Senate, voters will see the 2 candidates who receive the most votes in the primary regardless of political party. Now, for local nonpartisan offices, you will not see the party preference of those offices or of those candidates who are running for nonpartisan offices because they are nonpartisan. And local ballot measures, along with our local nonpartisan offices, are based on residential addresses of our voters. So depending on where you live, that will determine what local contest will appear on your ballot. Our mantra this election and almost every election is take action and vote. Our voters right now, they do not have to wait until ballots are in the mail. We want our voters to check their status early and be prepared for this election. They can check their voter status at voterstatus.sos.ca.gov. There's a lot of great information on this website, including the voter's name, the voter's residential address, which again determines what types of contests they're going to see on their ballot, the mailing address where we will send voting material, their political party preference, and their voter history. So which ballots have been returned to our office and accepted. Now, if our current voters go on to that voter status page and see that they do need to update a residential address, they need to update their name or their mailing address, they can visit registertovote.ca.gov. If we have somebody who's interested, 18 years of age and a U.S. citizen resident of Monterey County who has never before registered to vote, they can register to vote at registertovote.ca.gov. And if we have a 17-year-old who will be 18 by November 5th, they can take action now and pre-register to vote. We will activate their registration so that they can vote for the first time in this historic election on November 5th, 2024. Visit registertovote.ca.gov for more information on registering to vote and updating your registration status. Take action also means tracking your ballot. Our ballots will be mailed very early in the election season. So no later than October 7th, Monterey County has a pretty good track record of sending those ballots out a week or so earlier than that date. Once that ballot hits the mail, voters can receive notice that their ballot is in the mail already. They can sign up with ballot tracks at montereycounty.ballottracks.net/voter. If they don't want to type in that URL, they can simply Google "Where's my ballot, California?" and the same website will pop up so that they can register, receive a notice when their ballot is in the mail, when their ballot is returned to elections, when it is processed and counted, and if it is not counted for some reason, they'll receive notification as to why. So again, take action, vote. We are now in the season where we will see Monterey County voters venture on to their next temporary destination. So whether you are a college student, a seasonal employee, or simply have a winter address and will be temporarily away from Monterey County during the election season, contact us now and set up that temporary address. We will be able to assist you. The mail will go directly to you. People don't realize that election mail does not forward. By law, election mail will not be forwarded through the USPS. So you do have to contact us to set up that seasonal mailing address. It's easy though. All you have to do is reach out to us. You can call us or you can email us and have that mail sent to you directly. This will avoid delays. These are time-sensitive mailings, and it will avoid unnecessary handoffs. Now, voting is not the only way to take action. So we're asking our voters and our community members to get involved. We always ask for individuals to volunteer at the polls. I think I was here for the March primary and I forgot to request poll workers. So I'm not going to make that mistake twice. Volunteer at the polls. You can sign up today, contact Monterey County Elections. You can call our main office, email elections@countyofmonterey.gov, and we will be happy to have you join our team of poll workers. These are the requirements: 18 years of age, registered voter, or a lawful permanent resident, 16 or 17 years of age, and a high school student. So this is a great opportunity for parents to work alongside their high school students. You have to attend a poll worker training, and Monterey County, in addition to having a bilingual requirement for English and Spanish, we also have a state requirement to provide language services at our polling places in Vietnamese, Korean, or Tagalog. So if you speak any of those languages, we want you on our team. You can also join the language or voting accessibility advisory committees. Again, just contact elections. There's a variety of different ways that you can get involved in elections. If the interest is there, we would love to have you join our team. Now, transparency is key to election processes. If you have ever wondered, what happens to my ballot after I mail it in? You can come and watch the process. If you watch social media and see things that are a little nerve-wracking, or you have questions as to how we maintain the integrity of the election, you can come and experience that firsthand. We have an incredible observation area. You can see all points of ballot handling and processing. You can see every activity related to ballot processing. And you don't even have to announce yourself. You can come in. If a member of our staff is available, we're happy to go and answer questions. But I do encourage individuals to come in and observe the election process throughout that early voting period. Now I'm going to hand it over to Greta. And Miss Greta is going to provide this information in Spanish. And Greta, so Maya, I'm going to give the control over to Greta, I'm hoping, but maybe not.
Well, you might have to run her screen,
There you go.
run her slides.
I think I got it. Greta, do you have control now?
I don't have control, but I think I do. There
Yes,
we go.
there you go.
Thank you, Gina. Thank you. Buenas tardes, Meya. La elección general presidencial del 5 de noviembre está a la vuelta de la esquina y realmente no está tan lejos. La oficina electoral está trabajando en la producción de más de 135, not there yet. Ok, that's fine. Más de 135 tipos de diferentes tipos de boletas y guías de información para nuestros votantes. Estamos reclutando activamente trabajadores electorales y estamos preparando nuestros materiales y sistemas para los votantes, observadores y campañas. Algunas fechas importantes que nuestros votantes tienen que recordar es que las guías de información para los votantes comenzarán a enviarse por correo a más tardar a principios de octubre. Todos los votantes activos recibirán una boleta por correo y el envío de las boletas por correo comenzará a más tardar el 7 de octubre. También es importante mencionar que la votación temprana y en persona estará disponible para todos los votantes entre el 7 de octubre y el 5 de noviembre. Y también mencionar que tenemos una fecha límite de inscripción para registrarse para votar, que es el 21 de octubre. En el caso de que alguna persona no logre registrarse a esa fecha, también lo pueden hacer a partir del 22 de octubre con un periodo de inscripción para votantes del mismo día. Y nuevamente, últimamente, es mencionar que la elección se llevará a cabo el 5 de noviembre del 2024. Actualmente tenemos más de 212,000 votantes registrados en el condado de Monterey y la mayoría están registrados bajo el Partido Demócrata y el Partido Republicano. El resto de ellos se encuentran en unos partidos que son variados, que pertenecen a los partidos votantes sin preferencia de partido u otros. El 5 de noviembre de la elección general presidencial tiene diferentes reglas a las reglas que se llevaron a cabo en las elecciones primarias. Una de ellas es muchísimo más fácil para empezar. Las elecciones generales, todos los electores van a ver en sus boletas los mismos candidatos en el nivel presidencial y vicepresidente, sin importar bajo qué partido ellos se encuentren registrados. En cuanto a los dos principales cargos nominados por los votantes, en el caso de los puestos de la Asamblea Estatal, puesto senador estatal, congresista y senador de los Estados Unidos, los votantes verán a los dos últimos candidatos que recibieron la mayor cantidad de votos durante las elecciones primarias, independientemente del partido en el que ellos se encuentren registrados. Y también, por último, mencionar que los puestos locales no partidistas o las iniciativas de ley locales se llevan a cabo bajo el domicilio del votante, y los puestos locales no mencionan el partido político porque ellos están corriendo en una contienda no partidista. Muy bien, uno de nuestros mantras para esta elección y muchas de nuestras elecciones es actúe y vote. Es importante que todos los electores verifiquen el estado de su registro de votante. Esto lo pueden hacer en la página de internet, pero es importante que vean que están registrados en el domicilio actual y que su correo postal es correcto. Si hay algún cambio, es importante que se vuelvan a reinscribir para actualizar su información y que les llegue su boleta al domicilio correcto. Si no está registrado para votar su información, o tal vez conoce a una persona que está cumpliendo recientemente 18 años o va a tener 18 años para el 5 de noviembre, pueden registrarse para votar en la página de internet registertovote.ca.gov, o bien contactarnos y les podemos enviar una forma de registro. Otra manera de actuar y prepararse es rastreando su boleta. Puede hacer seguimiento a su boleta desde el momento en que nosotros se la enviamos a los votantes 29 días antes de la elección, que esto ocurrirá a inicios de octubre, el octubre 7. Y a partir de esa fecha, los votantes pueden darle un seguimiento a su boleta, ver cuando se les está enviando por correo postal, y cuando ellos devuelvan su boleta a través de correo postal o de manera personal y que nosotros iniciamos el proceso de recepción de esa boleta, también ellos podrán recibir una información sobre el estatus actual de su boleta. Para llevar a cabo esa inscripción para rastrear su boleta, lo pueden hacer a través del sitio web montereycounty.ballottrax.net/voter, o también lo pueden hacer a través de la página de internet de la Secretaría del Estado. Otra manera de mencionar que estamos promoviendo que actúen y que voten, es importante la dirección postal para los votantes que están en una temporada en este condado y se mueven a otro lugar por cuestiones de laborar o por cuestiones de educación o tienen una ausencia temporal en una vivienda de invierno, estas personas se les recomienda que se contacten con nosotros para darnos una información de su domicilio temporal para que la boleta pueda llegarles a su domicilio temporal. El correo postal de las boletas electorales no es transferible, por lo tanto, si usted no tiene un domicilio postal actualizado y está en un domicilio temporal, puede demorar la recepción de su boleta. Para hacer una solicitud de este tipo de domicilio, simplemente comuníquese con nuestra oficina, puede llamarnos por teléfono, puede mandarnos un correo electrónico con el domicilio postal a donde desea que nosotros le enviemos su boleta. Nuevamente, votar no es la única forma de actuar, pueden actuar de diferentes maneras y una de ellas a través de involucrarse como la comunidad del condado de Monterey y ayudar a todos a prepararse y votar. Puede ser un voluntario en los centros de votación, los requisitos son muy simples, tener 18 años de edad y estar registrados como votante o residente permanente legal en el estado de California. Para aquellos que son estudiantes de preparatoria, si tienen 16 o 17 años de edad, pueden participar también en este proceso de trabajadores electorales y asistir a la capacitación de los trabajadores electorales. Nosotros buscamos a personas que sean bilingües para que puedan ayudarnos a servir mejor a nuestra comunidad, tanto en inglés como en español, idiomas vietnamita, coreano o tagalo, también se les invita a que participen. También invitamos a todas las personas que estén interesadas en unirse a nuestros comités de accesibilidad lingüística o de votación accesible. Y una manera más para seguir involucrándose y actuando en la preparación es observando el proceso que nosotros estamos teniendo. Si alguna vez se han preguntado qué es lo que va a pasar con su boleta una vez que nosotros la recibimos o cuál es el proceso que nosotros llevamos a cabo para tener esa integridad en el proceso de la democracia, lo invitamos a que observe todo en nuestro departamento. Tenemos una área totalmente accesible y transparente donde se muestran diferentes procesos electorales, desde la verificación de firmas, la extracción de boletas, el conteo y muchas actividades más. Y con eso me gustaría darle las gracias a todos y nuevamente lo regreso con Mella.
Ladies, thank you so much for walking through this twice in both English and Spanish. I do have a question that came in about your discussion on observation, that people can come in and they can observe the ballot counting process. Is there an etiquette that people should know, you know, if they want to do this or they have a concern or they've seen something on social media that they're worried about? What should they be prepared to see and do and kind of how to observe? And you're on mute.
Good thing I talk with my hands, Mayor, or else you wouldn't even know I was going on mute. So the observation area is a wide open space that individuals can come in. They bypass the elections office and they'll see signage directing them to an observation area. Within the elections office and the observation area and the polling place, we do ask that individuals not bring in large bags or any other material. There is standing room opportunities. If a seat is needed, we may be able to accommodate it. We may not be able to accommodate it, but essentially they just need to be able to come on in and observe. They'll be able to see all of the different points of interaction with the ballot. And if somebody is available to assist them, again, there are a lot of moving parts and it is much easier to facilitate kind of a meeting in that observation area if we have advance notice that someone is coming in and wants to discuss the processes with us. So in that case, I would ask that they reach out and send us questions so we can have information available to them that's pertinent to their concerns or pertinent to what they want to learn about the election processes. But otherwise, if they just want to come in and observe, they're welcome to do that anytime our doors are open.
And Greta, could you provide that response in Spanish? If you can remember everything she said.
Absolutely, Mella. Claro que sí. La pregunta era, ¿cuál es el protocolo que nosotros llevamos cuando una persona quiere visitar nuestra área de observación? Es muy sencillo. El área de observación es una área donde las personas del público pueden tener acceso. Es un área donde está estar parados. No hay un área para estar sentados y estar observando, pero es un área donde ustedes pueden simplemente caminar y observar las diferentes actividades que nosotros tenemos. Ahora, en cuanto al protocolo, si una persona tiene preguntas específicas de algún procedimiento, nosotros les recomendamos que nos lo hagan saber a través de un comunicado por escrito, un correo electrónico, para que nosotros podamos preparar la información correspondiente que ellos están buscando obtener.
And thank you both. That was the only question that I had that had come in, and I'm not seeing any other question in the chat. Ladies, thank you for walking us through this. There's just so much happening with elections right now. It's kind of exciting, and hopefully we'll see some big numbers of voters coming out this year and really amp up our stats for the next election, right?
I agree. I think we're going to have a good turnout. We're going to have a solid turnout. We'll have a good election, Maya. We'll see our voters out. We're already hearing from our voters, so this is a good sign.
Fantastic. Again, Greta and Gina, thanks very much for being on the briefing today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next topic is pet licensing, and Hitchcock Road Animal Service is launching a new pet licensing program. Now, pet licensing is required in unincorporated Monterey County, but it also can really help if you lose your pet or lose track of your pet. So we're very pleased to have Cindy Burnham here to talk about the new program. Hi, Cindy.
Hi, Maya, thank you. Yes, I'm excited to share my screen here to talk about our new partnership with DocuPet. And here's my slides. Okay. So Hitchcock Road Animal Services is excited to announce a partnership with DocuPet, which is to introduce a hassle-free pet licensing process for unincorporated Monterey County residents, as well as those in the city of Salinas, Delray Oaks, and Carmel, who are our licensing partners. So this new platform, as you mentioned, Maya.
Okay, come here.
All dogs in Monterey County are required to be licensed and vaccinated for rabies. And licensing is the tool that we use to help make sure that those rabies vaccines are kept current with our pets. California, including Monterey County, does see rabies in its local wildlife. And so that's why there's these year-round licensing and rabies vaccine requirements. So starting today, we're kicking off our new DocuPet partnership. And so when you go to our website and you start receiving information about your pet license, it used to be coming from Hitchcock Road Animal Services, and now it will be Hitchcock Road Animal Services partner with DocuPet. And so this new system has convenient registration online, by phone, by mail, in person. You can still come here. What we really like about it is it also includes DocuPet's free home safe 24/7 lost pet service that I'll chat about in just a sec. And you can also upgrade your license tag to one of hundreds of various designer styles, or you can even create your own. So we're getting away from the old square stainless steel one size fits all tag to something more custom that fits your pet. So for those of us with little dogs, that big old stainless steel dog tag used to be kind of hard to keep on our pets. So there's an online profile where you can update your information. You can get your custom tags. You'll get all of that online. You can and you can start doing that as of today. And as I mentioned, online, by phone, by mail, you can come here to Hitchcock Road during our open hours. The 24/7 Home Safe program, which is included in all of the licensed tag purchases. Effective pet identification and reunification program. There's a code on the back, so if your pet is wearing their tag and somebody finds it, they can easily get in contact with DocuPet that has dispatch staff available 24/7 to help reunite lost pets, with the goal of having them not come into the shelter. Let's get them home. And so that was one of the things that we really liked about this DocuPet program is helping pets get home, whereas they don't necessarily have to come into the shelter. If you can't reach the owners, of course, we're here for them. But we find if there's a quick, most people are willing to bring a pet home if they have the information. And it's personalized. You can add your pet's name, add your own phone number. You can have it be the home safe number. You can get hundreds of different tags. I know I was looking at it last week, trying to figure out what designer tag my dog Josie's gonna get. And so we liked the idea that you could customize it, and it really makes things modern. There's codes on there, direct phone numbers, but we thought this would be a better way to do licensing, which is required, so that we hopefully can get more pets to license their dogs, so that we can have just a better, safer community as far as rabies control. So currently licensed pets, if your dog is currently licensed with Hitchcock Road, which again would be unincorporated Monterey County in the cities of Salinas, Delray Oaks, and Carmel, there's really nothing for you to do. When your dog's license is up for renewal, you will begin to get DocuPet related information as far as here's how you go license. However, if you see this and you're like, I want a custom tag right now, you can go online and you can get that. You'll have your license information on there, so you can do that. The blue tag you see on the screen is the new license tag that's included with every license. But again, if you elect to customize a tag or upgrade it, you can do that yourself. But it's just, and there's different sizes. Again, big dogs, little dogs now have a choice. So for more information, when you go on to, you can go onto our website. It links to, when you click on the link, this is what it starts off with, which, what are you here to do today? You can call DocuPet. The information you'll be mailing to them. You can email them, and then in person, we're here to help you as well. And if you just want to call us too, we can point you in the right direction. So, but it is a really great system, and we're hoping to get more pet owners to license their dogs and ultimately help more dogs stay in the home. So with that, there's my contact information. I'm here for any questions and also for any follow-ups.
Cindy, thanks so much. This is a pretty exciting program, and people do love to customize the tags on their dogs, because there are some dogs that have more bling than movie stars. If you see them jingling along on a walk with all their, cute little tags that they have on. A question did come in about ID, and as you went through the presentation, you talked about having a code on the back so people can call DocuPet. You see on Nextdoor and other social media people saying, I found a dog, I'm going to take the pet over to a vet and I'm going to try to have it scanned. Having this kind of makes people, they can just make a phone call. They don't have to take a missing pet or something that they find to a vet's office and try to scan a microchip.
Yes, so this isn't linked to the microchip at all. It is to the license tag. So if you choose to personalize it and put your phone number on it, then they would just call you directly. If you have the 24-hour or 24/7 home safe number, then there's the profile number on that tag. So you would call that number and say, I found this dog. They would ask you for the ID number that's on the tag, and then they can try to contact the owners. But it is separate than a microchip. And if an animal's not wearing this tag, then you would, the next step would be to, have them scan for a microchip.
And would you still recommend people get a microchip as well as having a license? The license is very handy because it does give a form of ID and it is required.
100% on microchips. And that's because collars and tags can fall off. This meets your legal obligation and requirement to license your dog. So you do need to have a current rabies vaccine in order to get a dog license. And this is that license now. It's just in a different, prettier format. But having a microchip is that secondary form of ID. Should your pet's collar fall off, somebody take it off, that can ultimately help get your pet home. So we 100% recommend microchips still.
Thank you, Cindy. Really exciting and fun new program to make dog licensing a little bit more fun and custom. Appreciate you being here very much.
Thank you.
Moving on to our next topic, there is a special free virtual workshop being offered by our area child support services agencies to help local employers. Now, you may wonder, why is there a focus on employers? But companies may find themselves being part of the child support process. So we're very pleased to have Ivone Padilla from our Child Support Services here with us today. She is going to be part of this special workshop, and she's here to tell us a little bit more about it. Hi, Ivone. Thanks for being on the briefing.
Hi, yes, thank you, Maya, for having us. I want to share with you the flyer. Give me a minute here. Here it is. Hope you can see it and you can hear me.
I can.
Okay, great. So yes, this is a great opportunity for employers and payroll professionals to join the free, as you mentioned, virtual employer workshop. It is being held tomorrow. It is from 9:30 to 11:30. This will be an interactive workshop hosted by Bay Area region child support experts. You may find, yourself interested in this. It is a great opportunity, again, for employers and HR professionals. Let me have you, just a minute. There's a QR code that may be scanned on the flyer if you're interested in attending. See. And why is it important for employers to know this information? Many employers don't realize how important our partnership is to ensure that families we serve receive the financial and medical support they need to succeed. This, again, is a great opportunity for employers and paraprofessionals to gain the insight and resources for understanding of the vital role they play in the child support process.
And thank you so much for walking us through kind of what this is all about. And I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about income withholding. Is it more common than employers think, which would be a good reason for an employer to come to this type of workshop?
Of course, the income withholding order is a court order served on employers. It requires the employer to withhold a specific amount of an employee's wages for payment of child support. And the collection of child support payment through an income withholding order is, it amounts to over 70% of the child support payments that we receive and distribute to the families in Monterey County.
And then one final question that came in, why is Monterey County Child Support Services participating in this? Because it looks like there's a lot of counties who've come together to put on this workshop.
Yes, this is a collaboration between several child support agencies in the Bay Area region. We believe, in the partnership with employers and payroll professionals, we also would like for the employers and payroll professionals to gain insight and resources for understanding the vital role they play in the financial and medical support of the families we serve. So again, this is a great opportunity for not only employers, but also payroll professionals to attend this free virtual workshop. It is tomorrow from 9:30 to 11:30, and it is offered by live child support experts that will be ready to answer any questions and concerns the employers may have.
Ivone, thank you so much for being on the briefing just to go through this. I'm going to stop sharing, and if you are not speaking, go ahead and mute. Ivone, again, thank you for being here. Thank you for walking us through this. We hope people will take advantage of it. And a reminder, it's free. There's no registration cost. People can come and employers can come and get the information that they really do need.
Yes, thank you for having us.
Thank you. And then our last topic is we're kind of taking a look at fall and school starting, particularly college. And college students are returning for their fall semesters, and many will be looking for jobs as well as for their fall class schedule. Now, for many students, jobs are vital. They're just as vital as classes because it helps them stay in school. So what resources are available? We're very pleased to have representatives from both CSUMB and Hartnell to share what they offer to help support students. So I see Belen Gonzales from Hartnell College. Thank you, Belen, for being here. Talk about what is available for Hartnell students.
Hi, thank you so much for having me here today. I am going to share my screen. We have a number of resources available to our students. So as you mentioned, I'm from Hartnell. I'm part of our Career and Transfer Hub team. Our team, we service all of our students no matter what meta major they're in. So if they're part of our STEM program, our health sciences, arts, languages, all of those, We are really here to connect students with career and transfer services, but really to provide guidance and support for career exploration, employment preparation, and transfer if they choose to transfer. So some of the career services that we do have available is we do all forms of types of career preparation. So if students aren't sure what they want to do, we offer a variety of personality assessments. We give resume assistance. We help them with a variety of types of letters, from their cover letter to letters of introduction, or even thank you letters after they've interviewed or participated in a work-based learning opportunity, interview preparation. And we also help with on-campus employment, as well as students have access to computers in our area, and then job searches. Some of our newest items that we've added to our lineup is we now have a professional clothing closet in our space, and we also have the student worker stations for students to be able to work on their portfolios, like resume, cover letter, do job searches, internship searches, or just take a deeper dive into networking also. All of our students here have access to our Panther job board that's powered through Job Speaker. They can all find this on their Panther portal. This is where we post all types of opportunities, like our internships, our workshops, jobs, part-time and full-time. We partner with employers. We have over 400 employers who participate and post offerings here, as well as I think over 30 on-campus departments that post all of their on-campus opportunities. Some of the career opportunities that we offer pretty much anything you could think of on the work-based learning continuum. So job shadowing, service learning. We offer a variety of types of internships. We know internships, like on the larger scale, it's not a one-size-fit-all. We have students who work part-time, go to school full-time, or work full-time and go to school full-time. So we have a variety of opportunities for students to get that hands-on learning. We also do apprenticeships. We currently have a registered apprenticeship for early childhood education, and we just had our second one approved for our educational pathway also. And for students who may be volunteering or working and they need to receive a few extra units, we also have our cooperative work experience program, which allows students to pair up with a faculty member and earn units for the work that they're already doing outside of the class. We actually are just closing up right now our Hartnell internship program. This is paid opportunities that we partner with local employers and some in a lot of different areas of California. Students are able to earn up to $5,440 stipends to participate. We also have, this will be kind of, we're resetting this fall. In the fall, we really focus on the career preparation to have students ready to participate in the Hartnell internship program that kind of kicks off mid-spring semester and full out during the summer. And some of our events, we have career prep workshops. So like I mentioned, we do a lot of one-to-one work, but we also do group sessions for resume building, developing your pitch, how to network, setting up your LinkedIn accounts. We also offer micro fairs, career fairs throughout the year. This is where we have 2 to 3 employers come and table at different sites, depending on what student population they want to focus on. And if anyone's looking to connect with us, we have 2 locations. We have our main location at our main campus. We're in Building A, room 214. And then we also have an LSL campus location, and that's in our Building A there also, but we're in room 111. People can reach out to us through email, catch a lot of our resources available also on our website, or even contact us. And then we do invite everyone to follow us on Instagram. We do post some of our hot job opportunities or internships or even gig work that pops up. There we also promote any types of workshops that we have available. And I think, and when I say this is open to a lot of our students, when I define our students, I mean our dual enrollment students in the high schools or in our adult education programs. Pretty much any student who started with us and has a student ID, and even especially those alumni that transfer out and may be coming home for a semester or just graduated and they want to come back into the area and get connected with employers, we provide those services to all of those students. And one last thing I'd like to highlight is for those of our students that might need some additional assistance before the fall semester starts, we actually have our Super Saturday Enrollment Rally this Saturday. All of our sites will have staff on site from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And students will get have a variety of opportunity to meet with counseling, enrollment services, financial aid, discuss our different student resource offices will also be open. And then if anyone's part of our Salinas Valley Promise program, they're able to pick up their laptops too at main campus. Are there any questions? I know I went through a lot of that really quickly.
No, it's fantastic. Belen, would you say you've really spent a lot of time and effort at Hartnell making sure students have employment options? And are you seeing the same thing that we are seeing, is that most students really cannot not work as they go through college? It's just become just part of going to school right now.
Yes, and it's actually been a transition since like the pandemic. When prior to the pandemic, students were coming in and like looking for that first job, trying to find some type of work. And now a lot of the students that we see, they're carrying 2 positions, 3 jobs sometimes, and coming to school, and then still trying to find time to balance some work-based learning opportunities so that they can get some hands-on experience in their field of study. So a lot of our students are coming to us with, having to pay for classes, having to pay for books, having to help their families out with additional resources too. So it's a really great opportunity for them to partner with us to get on-campus jobs, internships, or even, like I said, a lot of our employers are looking for part-time work where they're willing to work around student schedules too.
And are you seeing success in matching students with employers? Because you've got a lot of infrastructure in there to help these students get connected to employers.
Yes, definitely. We're finding that when we have the employer partner, we're able to go after our student population that meets the criteria that they're looking for, and vice versa. As we're starting to establish work-based learning in our different majors. So like career technical ed is really easy. That's come naturally in the STEM field. That's really natural, and also in the health sciences. But when it comes to like arts and languages or the humanities, we haven't developed a lot of those relationships throughout the years. And so really kickstarting those, we've partnered with a lot of our nonprofits in the county to be able to set up students with opportunities to do some type of hands-on work. And so it is really great being able to meet with the student. And if we don't have an employer partner that matches with them, we actually make that next step to like say, hey, what are your top 5 employers you're looking at? And we start making those cold calls, trying to make connections for them too.
So it's more than just making coffee. It just sounds like I think there's this old stereotype of working in, food service, but there's a lot of options that you're offering students that could really actually fit in with what they're learning.
Definitely. And then for those students who can't walk away from a job that may not align with their career because that's paying the bills, that's paying rent right now, we really highly recommend that they participate in our cooperative work experience, because in there they get paired up with a faculty member and we develop objectives that align, that are transferable into the career they're wanting to go move into after they graduate. And so like we said, like, hey, any job, you're learning transferable skills, you're learning soft skills, you're learning all of that. Like, let us help you pretty much keep that job, build these foundational pieces that you're going to need that go hand in hand with the degree that you're studying in.
Belen, thank you so much for walking us through this. And we really hope that you have a great turnout for your rally on Saturday and continued success with all the connections that you're making.
Thank you so much.
And thanks everyone for joining us on the news briefing this week. Our next briefing is next week, and we'll see you then.